Hey, thank you so much for being here. This is Jess TV, where we talk about everything food and feelings. I feel like I've missed out on the last couple of weeks. I've been playing around with some Facebook Live videos. I really prefer the YouTube platform, so if you would do me the honor and the privilege of subscribing to my YouTube channel, I would really appreciate it. And you don't have to worry if my videos have ended up on your newsfeed or not. They'll just go directly to you when you subscribe. So please go ahead and do that. The link is above, and I would really appreciate it. Today is all about emotional availability and what that really means. And recently I went through this program. It's called Ascension Leadership Academy. And the gift that I've gotten from it is really getting what it means to be emotionally available. And I'm not talking about significant other relationships, romantic relationships, dating. I'm talking about primarily your relationship with yourself, which is always the number one place. That is the epicenter of every single one of the relationships that you have outward from that. So it affects your relationship with yourself, it affects your romantic relationships, those with your family, those with your friends, business, all of them. And the best way that I can describe the way this feels right now, the way this emotional availability that I call it feels right now, is literally that somebody surgically opened my chest and my heart just grew like 100 times. And that level of love, when that level of love grows for other people, it has to grow for yourself first. So that amount of self-love and that amount of self-trust is absolutely incredible. And then what happens is you've opened this feeling center where you're able to feel everything, feel all of the emotions. And you're able to feel them in a way that doesn't feel so risky anymore, doesn't feel as scary, because you've gotten back in touch with all of those feelings again. And so when you are out on a date or when you do interact with another person, your compassion, your passion, your creativity, who you really are, your authenticity, it all starts to really come out, because the fear starts to really diminish. And that level of self-trust, that's huge. And how this relates to binge eating is that if food is something that you use as a coping mechanism, you can bet that your level of self-love and your level of self-trust is compromised, because that's what we do. And food used in that way is used to suppress feelings. It's used to suppress emotion. We don't want to feel things that don't feel good. And when you get back in touch with that stuff, when you get back in touch with those emotions, all of a sudden it seems less scary. You're still going to feel them. You're still going to feel stuff that you don't want to feel, but you're able to go through that process, and you're able to give yourself the gift of allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to go through that process. Whether it's you being hurt, somebody else in front of you going through a rough time and you're able to connect with them, like really on a visceral level, somebody else in front of you going through an incredible time and you able to connect with them on that visceral level and really get joy from their joy. All of those things, it all circulates. And what a coach really does is shed light on our blind spots. And what a blind spot is, the way I like to describe it is, imagine that you're going down this path and around the path is all dark. So all you can see is that one path, and you've been going down that path your entire life, and that's the only way you know how to go. And all of a sudden a coach comes in and they shed some light. And then you see this other path. And you see exactly, all of a sudden, like there's a choice, right? The choice to go down the place you've always been, or the choice to go this way. And this way, you know, leads closer to, if not directly to, the place that you want to go. And then the choice becomes, do I do this or do I do this? And the trade-off is basically nothing. Because if you go this way, you're giving up the possibility of getting what you want. If you go this way, yes, you're creating more vulnerability. Yes, you're going down a path that you aren't used to, that you don't really recognize and maybe are a little bit afraid of, but you know that at least you have a chance of getting to where you want to go. And that is the gift of coaching, and that is also the gift of opening up that heart center, opening up that place that has to become open for you to be fully emotionally available for your children, for your spouse, for your mom, for your dad, for your community. And if you're a business owner, You get to be emotionally available for your business. What that means is vulnerability for your business. I mean, I really thought that I had this taken care of. I really thought that self-trust was something that I knew how to do, and that, I had done all this work and I had that piece pretty much down, but I didn't. And it just goes to show you, no matter how far along you are in your own journey of personal development, you are in your own journey of, getting through using food. No matter how far along that path you are down, there's always something to learn. There's always something new, some new light to shed, some new path that you didn't see. And I want to give this gift to you. I want everybody to feel this. There's nothing like it. I mean, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been. So I offer free consultation calls. And I really want you to take me up on this, because at the very least, like, my goal for these calls is that you get something. You get light shed. You have a realization that you didn't have before. You get some value out of it. And so, please click on the link above. So there are 2 links above. There's the YouTube link and there's also my calendar. Click on my calendar, find a time slot that works for you, book a time with me, and let's chat, let's connect. And if that scares you, if you're fearful of doing that in some way, if you're thinking about connecting with me but you're not really sure what you would say, don't worry about it. Let me just tell you right now, take this opportunity. Don't worry about that fear or anxiety or whatever it is. We will cover it. I am here for you. I am your net. And I really want to connect with you. I want to hear your story. I want to hear what you're going through. And you know that I can empathize with it because I've probably been there in some form or another. I can't wait to chat with you. I'm so excited. So please go ahead, take this opportunity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got something out of this. If you did, please like it, share it, love it, do whatever you want with it. My videos are your videos. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.